Good morning. Today is the 25th, so today is Christmas. I am Malaceo, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Like and subscribe and share if you care. And today for Vlogmas, what I'm going to be talking about is pretty much where I am right now, as far as getting ready to leave, buttoning up everything. Girl, I'm gonna have to make a whole nother video on just like the cost of like everything, because I feel like that's another thing that people don't necessarily talk about is some of the upfront costs and, leaving and being gone for a long period of time. Because sometimes it does take more money to be able to live, to be able to leave. So I'll just give you a little example. So I sold my car. But I had bought a brand new car, and the reason I bought a brand new car is because of my relationship and where I was at. I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be a good car for kids, like long-term travel. I love this car. It's everything that I need. It's everything I'm going to need in the near future for what I thought, and whatever. And it's a good enough car. I can like hold on to it and like hand it down to my kids or something like that for like their first car. So obviously that didn't happen. So I think everybody knows for the most part, when you do buy a new car, you have to take in consideration, like as soon as you drive off the lot, it loses its value. Like I said, I wasn't worried about it because I didn't, in my mind, and I'm like, I didn't have any intention of ever, selling this car. I was going to ride this thing till the wheels fall off type of situation. And, obviously that wasn't it. So for example, when I sold my car, and because of the economy, a lot of cars were depreciating in value in general, like mid-size sedans, like those body types and stuff like that. So when I sold it, I owed like almost $3,000 on the car. So instead of me just paying that off in increments, which, like I said, I feel like that's the best advice for longevity, is to buy, either you pay off everything or you buy the yearly subscription. So you can just focus on, if you are doing house sit, which I'm doing house sits, especially during the holiday season. So the money that I know that I'm getting in every month is going to be covering my subscriptions. So on a month-to-month basis, for the most part, I can just enjoy my life and not have to worry about anything in particular. So there's that. And, there's a lot of things to, I guess, go in between, like, what you're doing and what you're not doing and things of that nature. But, going back to the original point of the video, so yeah, so paying off things is like really important. And I feel like the more you don't have to worry about like monthly bills and stuff like that, the better off you are. So recently I just signed up for Postal One, and I'm pretty sure there's other versions of it, but pretty much it's an address that you get, and you can send your mail there instead of me sending the mail to like, my parents' house or something like that. Just cause I said, like, there's like certain like living situations and stuff like that that's going on. And I'm like, I want to be sure that I'm getting my mail, especially when it pertains to like my business and stuff like that. Cause I sort of feel like, when it's like your first year of, starting your business, or if you don't know, letting you know, when you start your first year of your business, it just seems to be all these little pop-ups of, like annual fees and stuff that you should be paying for and stuff like that. And I think it's like the BOI and it just might be something that they do in the state of Georgia. I'm not necessarily sure, but it's like just started, and it's like a fee, so they know who's your power of attorney if something would have happened to you and stuff like that. And it's something that you have to pay for. But when they start something new with anything with like government, it's like when they start something new, like they want that money they know they want that money, but their process of not having any scams and, you know, being able to be like, okay, you paid this is fine. You already paid for it. Like I had a mail and stuff that came in. It was like, oh, well, you need to pay this. You're late and this, that, and the other. And it's like, and it's not necessarily me. I have Taylor Brands that reminds me, and they take out money and stuff every year. So with my bills, and I pretty much have everything down to under $200 right now. I want to have it maybe at $200 because I still got to do my life insurance. Thankfully with USAA, it's like a yearly fee of like, I think $90, but it's USAA. You got to be part of some type of armed forces to even have the USAA. So I was lucky with the travel insurance because it's like $90, you know, a year. So for my, entire year for my travels. So I have that. And then I also have, that's my thing. I wanted to do my investments, but I have to put down some more money. So now, cause like I said, like I'm not starving for money. Like I'm well over, you know, before I leave, I'm well over $20,000 in my savings. But like, I don't want to start eating into that. And I know that I probably will when I go to Japan. But just like a long story short, by this time next year, I don't want to be nowhere near no 20,000. Like I want my savings to start being put into investments and stuff. Maybe like 10,000 of it, maybe like 1/4 of it. But I will be starting off slow to the point where I am putting in money towards just monthly. So I have to, it's this class through, well, it seems like there's like maybe 3, okay, that I'm looking at. There's one lady that I've seen through Exodus Summit, and she has a whole bunch of like courses and like, you know, like I guess like booklets or pamphlets or like digital downloads and stuff like that, where you can pretty much like do it yourself. She do have consultation classes and stuff like that, like one-on-one, and she has the dividends that get paid out to her and stuff like that. Like that's where I want to be. Like even if it is like a few years down the line, like I want these dividends to be paid out to me like per month. And I'm thinking about, you know, even though it's just like a flux number, I'm thinking like, okay, if I can have like something for, I guess, my retirement, and then also maybe 2 for retirement, 2 big ones for retirement, but then also have my dividends and it pays out, I think like a good 2,000 to like 3,000 out of all of my dividends to get combined, pay out like $2,000 to $3,000 a month. And then, you know, I also have like my business, and then I feel like I can like relax more. So I wanted to invest now into certain things, but I just need to wrap my head around it. It's probably going to be one of the last things I do, like one of the very last things I do before I leave, because I still got my taxes and some of the fees and stuff for, you know, just the entire year. So those are things that I've been looking at and buttoning up. Yesterday, I just decided to pay like a consultant. It was $100, but pay a consultant on Fiverr to like write my titles and my tags for my interior design services, and also my digital downloads and 3D art. With that, I still, like I said, I still got like a lot of research and stuff to do, like, cause I want to be able to, I want the Etsy part of it to start trying to like, you know, run itself. Cause like with Etsy, you get so many people that go there directly, and there's so many people that go there directly to, like, it's like a lifestyle for some people, you know, like they have the Etsy lifestyle. They have the, I buy everything for Etsy. I do this from Etsy. I get all of my specialty gifts from Etsy, like all of that stuff. So just to see even like the design services and stuff on there, I feel like I can start getting some people coming in without me having to pay out for like ads and stuff like that. Like I want the, you know, if you do SEO correctly and stuff like that, then you will be able to get into their algorithm and people will start seeing it more. And especially when, you know, spring is like right around the corner. So with that, I also, maybe sometime down the line, but I like, that's another thing I got to research because I want to do it on my own. If not, I'm just going to have to get somebody to do it for me, but to be a verified merchant on Pinterest. So that's going to be like my second step. And to be honest, like, I also had an appointment to get my hair relocked. And I'm like, if I'm forced to do this with Pinterest and I just can't do it, which, I mean, it happens. Like, you can't do everything for your own business. But if it comes down to that point, then I think I'll just pass on getting somebody else to like retie my hair, and I'll just do it myself before I leave. Because like I said, I wanted that to be done and off the ground before I actually leave. So there's that. And all in all, I am trying to have 23,000 or whatever, like in my overall savings. So, and that's not including, because like I said, like I spent like for my suitcase, for my just traveling stuff, like the tech stuff, even like the phone, getting the new phone, paying that phone off. Yeah, like it's a good amount of money, but like I said, like I need the phone. Like I'm doing my recording, I'm doing everything off of my phone and through like my Mac, which I already had that, but yeah, I'm trying to keep everything, you know, together as much as possible and keep it like multi-use items. Like I'm not trying to get, okay, like I will be recording from my phone. I won't be, you know, getting like what is it? The ones that a lot of the vloggers use and stuff like that, like the smaller separate cameras and stuff. I'm not doing that. I'm not even getting the actual camera. Like I'm doing everything. That's the main reason I got this phone. I can start from there. I can know how to do like creative shots and stuff like that. And it'll just give me time to process and to develop not just my creativity, but my skills also. Yeah. So like I said, there's still some things up in the air, but then it's always, you know, so certain things is like something you always got to work on, like, you know, like SEO and how you word things and your verbiage and getting your stuff found on, you know, social media and all of that stuff. So like I said, I'm still, you know, working with that. I just put in for like a content creator program with Wayfair, and I should be hearing something back from them. I'm guessing sometime next week, because it is like, you know, Christmas weekend, and I applied for it this past weekend, so I'm pretty sure this whole week is like, yeah. So I'm pretty sure I might hear something at the end of next week, and then I can go forward from there. As of today, for Christmas, there's nothing really special that I'm doing per se. Like I said, I'm just focusing on getting out of here. There are some videos that I put up for my channel as far as like the walkthroughs and everything. So I've been doing research and stuff last night on what to do, how to do it, how to, you know, put down things, how to write down things. And I think I found like my main focus and style as of right now to get me to that point. of being monetized and everything, but I still have to sort of home in on everything, because I wasn't trying to do tiny homes, but it looks like that's what I'm going to have to do to be able to start pumping more videos in, because doing like 5 to 3 level homes and 3 bedrooms and stuff like that, like it's not, and I feel like for me to have more quality versus quantity, maybe I should start sticking to like some maybe 1 bedroom homes, like, something more simple, because it's starting to become like a lot trying to do like these really big homes. And I'm still trying to focus on, actually, starting to make money from it. Cause that, like I said, is one of my many goals and like for my channels and stuff like that. So, or I just might start the day by like writing down everything that I need to do and like putting it in my checklist or whatever, or my to-do list, because I have a good amount of stuff that for my business that, I want to do. But after I do these videos and pretty much get everything together with that, I'm going to start putting in for, what was it? I have those videos, but I'm going to start putting in for, what else was there? What else was there what I was going to put in? I was going to put in for my videos, and then I'm going to start putting in. Anywho, girl, whatever. Trying to put in for and finish everything that I need to finish, because, it is what it is. And you don't want to, get lost in the sauce. Like, that's one thing about having your own business. You got to figure out everything. You got to do everything. But once you got it, you got it. Like, that's the thing. And when you get it working well enough, it will work for itself. You just got to put that attention into it, and you got to put that love into it, and you got to keep on putting that creativity into it. So once I get done with like renaming those videos and retagging those videos for SEO, I'll re-upload those closer. So then I'll still have time after I leave to start creating, like, again, like on the spot. But I think I'm going to start putting, that's what it is, my blogs and my idea videos. I still got those to do, and to like plan it with Pinterest, like that's going to be a whole thing. So I think I'm going to start doing that this weekend and going into all of next week, because I need to start posting, because all of January I want to start doing like going over the new trends for 2025 and stuff like that. So that's that with that. Hopefully this helps, I guess, bring some type of, inspiration and stuff like that. Cause I do like to talk about, just random things and just putting out stuff of like where I'm at, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. Because like I said, this is like the back end of, what I do in, my life. So I feel like talking about things that happen, even though it might not be a clear cut video, you still gotta understand, like, you got your business, then you're trying to travel, then you got your finances, you're trying to worry about your finances and worry about, and I feel like, that's there's so many layers to life. And at least I don't have no mortgage, at least I don't got no car, being single, and then you can like go about and just do whatever you want and you don't have no kids, you don't got no pets, you don't have anybody depending on you, like you don't have no sick parents or anything like that. Like, life is good. Life is good. So yeah, so I just have like those little things to like worry about. Like, I'm happy that my worries now is, I guess, how much I'm going to have in savings. Like a good kind of worry though. Like, actually having the time and the full capacity to be like, okay, this is what I'm going to spend my money on. This is like investments type of situation. And, I'm really proud of myself. Like, I came a long way in just a year, y'all. So yeah, I think I'll go over all the things that I'm thankful for. I'm gonna probably have to like write them down. And I think on the 31st, the end of my Vlogmas, I will talk about all the things that I've done and what I'm thankful for and what I've, you know. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment down if you have any questions, okay? All right.